Well, hello on this glorious Friday, start of the weekend. I'm gonna do a weird vlog today. I just have a lot of things coming up. I have a show tomorrow. I did this show about 2 years ago, and then I have like a really crazy story about it from that time. And that's back like in the back of my channel. Like there's a vlog on that for the month of October 2 years ago or something like that. Um, so yeah, so pretty much go through my boring day. I'm really exhausted. I did some rant last night, and I'm glad I didn't post it because while it has a lot of good points, it just wasn't rehearsed. It was just, a bunch of mumbo jumbo coming out of my brain. So it didn't make a lot of sense. So I deleted it, and I was like, might as well just do a vlog. Um, I'm going to be a vendor at this show tomorrow, and I don't think I can have footage of it because in some of the places you have to have consent forms. Now, I'm not like, uh, I don't know why, and I want to clear this now. I'm not a member, and if you on my Instagram, maybe you understand what the hell I'm talking about. So this is show Taboo. It's like a fetish. It's a place for the fetish community to come together to educate others. It's actually a really classy event put on by people that are in that community. I am not in that community, but I just find that I get along well with people like that. I really don't know, and you're probably going to be like, that's bullshit, Sarah. You're into some weird shit. No, I'm not. I'm so vanilla, but I'm just a strange person. I guess I'm weird. I'm like a big child. I don't know how to explain it. But I'm not a member of the fetish community. But there's gonna be stations like spanking and shoe fetish and things like that, and you actually have to sign a consent form if you're gonna participate in that. So with that said, the organizers will probably slap me on the hand or something if they catch me filming in tomorrow's actual show. But I have a lot of stuff that I'm selling, a lot of stuff that I have to fix from previous years. I have a lot of old stuff. My stuff really doesn't sell, but I wanted to do this show. It's just like it's a great thing to be a part of, and it's so fun to watch. They have a lot of great acts. So today is pretty much my day in preparing for that. I have to go get my kids, and then I have a birthday party to go to right now for a family member, and then I have to go set up at that place. Um, so just come along with me. Let's shoot the shit, shall we? All right. Next scene you'll see me, I'll be in my car picking up my kid. This is life. So usually I have August to October is like my busiest months because people get their Halloween stuff. Oddly enough though, my Halloween rush didn't start till September. So you can understand the whole month of August I was kind of freaking out like, oh man, how am I going to help my husband pay for bills and stuff because no one's buying anything. So lo and behold, mid-September came and boom, everybody wanted something. I made a lot of those Selena costumes, quite a few, a little more than a dozen over the period of these past couple months. So I did that, and then normally, I experience a quiet time, and that quiet time has not come, and I'm actually shocked in a positive way that it hasn't come yet, because I'm able to help out my husband with certain things, and I just have a lot of opportunities coming up. Not like big opportunities, but I'm doing some wedding stuff here and there, and I have clients recommending me to other people. So, word of mouth advertising has been really good to me. It really has. I also, since July, my grandmother was living, kind of personal here on a personal note. My grandmother was living with me. She had fallen and hurt herself back in July, and it was really hard. She was living with me, and you just trying to figure out what is the best way to care for a 90-year-old person who is still pretty much still there mentally. And it's I mean, how do you deal with someone that is so stubborn? They're so stubborn. They want to do things their own way. My grandmother has really bad arthritis in her hands. She can no longer cook for herself, really. The best she could do was just warm up stuff in the microwave. So I tried my best to accommodate her and do things that were healthy for her. And I love my grandma dearly, which is why I even volunteered to take care of her. And just this past week, I don't know, and here's the thing, when you get old, like, she gets ideas in her head, like if my mom or I tell her something like, hey, this is temporary, you can go back home whenever you want, I just want to make sure that it's your choice. Like, if you say that to her, which is what my mother said to my grandma took it and she sat on it for like a day and then came to the conclusion that there was some conspiracy between me and my mother that we want to kick my grandma out of my house and have her go back home to her house, which is not true, which is not what we said. But things like that, you really have to be careful when talking around someone who, you never know, they might be on the brink of senility, and it's hard, And I did tell my mother, I was like, please don't tell her any drama that goes on in the family. Don't tell her just don't tell her anything. Everything has to be static and positive all the time, because her brain can take things and twist it into something else, and then she'll be mad at you all day. So it was really hard, and when she wanted to move back into her house, I was sad about it, because I don't want my family to think that I kicked her out or anything. It was totally her choice. She wanted to go back, so me and my mom have been checking in on her every day. I still take her to her doctor's appointments. I try and trick her into spending the night at my house as much as possible, because she is a fall risk. So that's just been a challenge these past almost 4 months, trying to take care of someone who used to take care of you, and it's really sad. It's quite a challenge, because I still look at her as my grandma, but she's also kind of like a child now. And maybe I'll do a video soon on how to cope with caring for your elderly relatives. It's a hard job, but let me go get my son. So yeah, back to what I was saying. It's just really hard realizing that the person that raised you, who used to wipe your butt when you had diapers, can no longer take care of himself. But she's doing okay. Like I said, my mom visit her. My mom brings her dinner every day. I took her some shampoo and soap because she does have a lady that goes and helps bathe her. So she just has limited mobility, but she's still alive and kicking, and she's stubborn, and she wants to do her own laundry, and she still wants to pay her bills, and she goes out every month, twice a month or something, with all her friends from the senior center. So for that, I'm very thankful that those women still keep her active. She has a motivation to keep going when she wants to see them. And it's really cute. I'll drop her off like at Burrs, and she'll have a luncheon with her friends for like 2 hours, and they just laugh and talk about all kinds of crap. She calls me when she's done, and I pick her up, and she's just glowing. She's just so happy that she got to talk with her friends. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. It is very exhausting taking care of a family plus your grandmother. So this week I've had a little more rest. It's bittersweet because I'd like her to be with me so I can take care of her, but at the same time, it is very tiring taking care of an adult like that. And then, of course, my little one, he's not a toddler, he's 4 years old. I don't know why you call him a toddler. He's just so energetic, and he's
quite a handful, a nice way of putting it. He's quite a handful. So that has me exhausted too all the time. But, I'm thankful for what I have. I'm thankful for all this work that I've been getting lately. I've been sewing and doing this type of stuff for about as long as my oldest son has been born. So roughly over 11 years. Kind of took it more seriously when I became a stay-at-home mom about 6 years ago. So I really try and do my best to all my clients. I do mess up. Like, I wasn't taught in school, I'm self-taught. So I do mess up, but where I mess up with people's stuff, I really try to make it right. I'm not one of those people that cannot handle that they messed up. So if something's crooked or something's wrong on someone's stuff and they tell me, I go out of my way to go to them and pick it up and fix it because now it's my problem, So I guess people notice that and they pass along the good word to their friends because I have so much work lately. And again, I'm just very, very thankful for that. My husband, it was stressful this past couple months. My husband had a cycling accident a couple months ago, and he shattered his collarbone. He had to have emergency surgery on it. Took some days off from work, trying to rearrange his vacation days so that way he could still get paid. So that was very stressful. And then I had one of my step grandmother passed away the same day he had surgery. So my family's gone through a lot of stuff lately, but life goes on and you take care of stuff. You know what I mean? So right now I'm kind of early picking up my other son from school. So I feel like having a frappuccino. I told myself I was going to be on a diet this week so I could look half decent for the show tomorrow. But my God, just stress. I cannot. I'm trying my best, you people, to control my eating. But I'm really falling asleep here and I need to have a sugar, caffeine buzz of some kind. Or I may just not go on anymore today. I might just pass out somewhere. So, yeah. And what did you guys do for Halloween? Talk to me. My Halloween, if you saw me on Instagram, I was Helen Sharp with the hole in the stomach. I did do the DIY episode about that costume for Halloween. My 4-year-old was like a safari explorer, and my other one was Funtime Freddy, which I took forever to make that freaking head mask piece out of paper mache. I was so proud of myself because I am not a sculptor by any means. Nothing. Hold on. Let me get my drink order in. Ooh, I need sugar. Sugar. Yeah, can I have a grande caramel frappuccino?
Okay.
And that's it. Thank you. So yeah. So he wore that to school, and I was kind of worried about it, but by the time I picked him up, these damn kids had knocked out all the teeth from his costume, the head. My Instagram handle is Egypt Machine. I'll have it in the description, so you can see the picture of it. Knocked out all the teeth from his puppet, Bonnie or Bonbon or whatever the hell you call it. So yeah. So I was kind of disappointed on that. And people were complimenting that costume like crazy. So my first time Funtime Freddy head was a hit, and I was so impressed with myself and my non-existent sculpting skills. So then we went to a church and they had trunk or treat, which is, if you don't know what the heck trunk or treat is, It's just all the cars line up, and out of the trunks of their car, they decorate the back and they give the kids candy, which is really cool. The kids had a good time. I found out while I was there that I won, because I'm kind of like a tape head. I'm more of a nostalgia freak for the 90s because I was a 90s kid. So when I was there, I found out that I won a custom painted VCR. Yes, a VCR. I'm so nerdy, right? Custom painted VCR from this guy on Instagram called Source Code. So excited. I was when I found I almost burst out in tears because that day I knew he was going to draw the winners. I was like, wow, I wonder if I win, what's going to be my artwork. I really wasn't sure. It was just kind of like a dream in my head. Well, if I did. So I wanted either Coming to America or Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So I told the artist, I go, what would you rather do? You want to do Coming to America or Killer Clowns? He's like, Killer Clowns would be awesome. I said, all right, cool, let's do it. It's going to take a while for my VCR to get painted because obviously paying gigs are a priority. So I get it, I understand. So I'll reveal that VCR when it comes in much later on next year. But I'm so excited. I never win anything. I'm one of those people, I don't win anything, like nothing. So I'm so excited about that. So yeah, tell me what you did for Halloween. What did you guys do? Shenanigans? No? Did you pass out candy and scare the kids? I love Halloween and I'm so sad it's already over, but oh well. All right. More errands right now. I have to go pick up a check from my mother-in-law and drop my kids off. Go set up, go give a dress to a client. Luckily at the same spot that I'm going to be a vendor tomorrow. She'll be there. So it's a lot of driving around today. Friday, November the 3rd. Or what? Yeah, 3rd. Yeah, it's the 3rd. Oh shit. But yeah. I do have more videos coming up. They're all stuck in my phone. I need to edit them. I have a really cool video that's being professionally done by my friend. He, again, if you're on Instagram, you know what's coming up. You really got to like me on Instagram, Egypt Machine. But my friend, we did like a historical, fun little video on amusement park that's no longer standing here in El Paso. But if you like channels like This Is Dan Bell or Retail Archaeology or just things like that, you're kind of nerdy for mysterious places, stay tuned because that video is going to come up soon. I just have to do a voiceover still with my friend and then that'll be it.